Good morning, this is DJ Johnny at JDM FM, and today I'm continuing part 2 of my journey along the old Quay Canal. I started at the feeder up at Paddington Bank and up that westy point, and then I moved to Manor Lock, the old Manor Lock, which is all gone now, and then I've moved to the Black Bear Bridge, and now I'm actually at Loushers Lane Bridge on my way to Stockton Heath and the 20 Steps Lock. Come and join me. So still on my way to 20 Steps Lock up here at Stockton Heath. I'm just saying that the colours here are absolutely magnificent in the autumn time. Really worth a visit. Come on down to the Black Bear Park. It's beautiful. And this stretch of the canal is the last stretch of the canal that was still open before the whole thing closed in the 1960s. So between Stockton Heath and Manor Lock, it remained open from the 1890s all the way to the 1960s, when sadly it closed down. Ah. So I'm carrying on my journey. I've come all the way from the Black Bear up that way, continuing on this route now called the Black Bear Canal, and we're now going to move through. We're just now at Stockton Heath, and we're just going to go through there and try and find 20 Steps Lock. Let's go have a look. So I found 20 Steps Lock. It's just down there, you can see down there, and that's where the old Quay Canal used to come in through there. And of course the old Quay Canal has now become the Manchester Ship Canal, which I'm on the bridge for, one of the swing bridges. It needs a bit of repair. I think something's going to happen. Peel Holdings are going to sort that out very, very soon. So really what's happened is the old Quay Canal used to form the route of the Manchester Ship Canal. So the Manchester Ship Canal Company wanted it, and that's the reason why they bought it and put a lock here in the 1890s when they were building the Manchester Ship Canal. So here, just above the 20 Steps Lock, which is there, I assume there must have been 20 steps at some point. I can't see them nowadays, but it certainly was called the 20 Steps Lock. It's going in there, you can see in there. And of course the canal used to follow its route through there and continue then through there all the way through up to Black Bear and then Manor Lock, which we found before. Incidentally, Manor Lock used to be called Latchford Locks, but of course when the Manchester Ship Canal was built in the 1890s, the main locks there became Latchford Locks, and so they decided to call the lock on the Black Bear Canal Manor Lock instead. One of the really positive things that's happened as the lock has and all the canal has closed is that the pathways have become amazing. And the route that we're going through here now from Stockton Heath all the way through is part of the Pennine Trail, Trans-Pennine Trail, which we've seen before in one of my earlier videos. And it literally goes coast to coast from Hull on one side all the way up to Liverpool in the other. Amazing. So I'm just at Lower Walton. Chester Road is just above me there, and I'm here back at the old Quay Canal. This is where it starts again from the Manchester Ship Canal. The Manchester Ship Canal is over there. Of course, it followed the route of the Manchester Ship Canal all the way up here, and then it came inland towards the River Mersey. So the Quay Canal continues now up this way in parallel to the River Mersey over there. Let's carry on. Now, this part here is where the old Quay Canal is actually still here. You can see all the green growths on the top of the canal. The canal is actually still in water here. It's only because it's blocked off either side and it's filled up with the rain or the drains and things like that. But this is actually still the old Quay Canal. That's the canal where it is, going all the way up towards Moor in that direction. You can see actually right next to the River Mersey as well. Here's the River Mersey here, and this is where the River Mersey actually breaks in, or used to break in, to the Manchester Canal. Further up the road there was a locks there, and it went in to Warrington Ports. But of course that all went at Walton. It's all disappeared now. So the route of the river has been directed further down Chester Road, which is the tale of another story. We're continuing on the old Quay Canal, which is this one here, and at the moment this track continues now, then stops further up there, and then comes in and out at more other places. So I'm in Moor. This is Moor Lane, Spring Bridge, over the Manchester Canal. Manchester Canal, you can see is there. Manchester in that direction, and we're going in that general direction towards Runcorn, and then eventually it goes to Liverpool. At this place here we can find the Moor Nature Reserve, which is a beautiful, beautiful place, well worth a visit. And in the Moor Reserve you can actually see some of the remnants of the old canal. Let's go and have a look. So I'm continuing my walk along the old Quay Canal, all the way from Paddington through Black Bear Bridge, all the way through past the coast. The Manchester Canal continues waving its way down, and this weaves in and out. Now the canal here of course has disappeared, but I'm actually in the canal at the moment. It's a footpath, and you can still see some examples of the brickwork behind me. Just here there's brickwork, which is the old brickwork for the sides of the old Quay Canal. It's actually the most beautiful place, this Moor Nature Reserve. Well worth a visit if you get the chance. I'm not going to stay very long. I'm going to continue my way onto Wigg Island to try and find a little bit more of the old Quay Canal, and maybe then over to Runcorn and find out where it ends. So I'm just here at a place called Wigg Island. I've been to Wigg Island before. It's at Runcorn. Runcorn Old Town is just over the way there. You can see the old Runcorn Bridge in the distance, and this here right next to me is the brand new Mersey Gateway. An amazing structure. I did a little video on that a couple of years ago. Well, here we are in Wigg Island, and this is such a tranquil, beautiful parkland, really worth a visit if you get the chance to come over here. But this behind me is actually some of the remnants of the old Quay Canal. See how pretty it is now, with swans and ducks and all sorts of wildlife all over the area. A different sight to what it used to be. The Manchester Canal is just over the embankment over there, and of course as the old Quay Canal snakes in and out, it's still parts of it are left here, as you can see in different places. But this is an incredible place, because Wigg Island used to be probably one of the most polluted places in the world. It had a huge chemical factory here. Of course it's Widnes, Runcorn, this area here is renowned for chemicals, and this particular island they used to make all sorts of nasty chemicals, including mustard gas in the Second World War. This was made for the Ministry of Defence here, and it was all cordoned off and used especially for that. Not very nice, you can imagine all the old effluent and all the gases, all the different acids and stuff used to leach into this canal here, and the canal must have been the most polluted canal you can imagine. As time's gone on, they've cleared it all out. It's now a really pristine, beautiful place. Of course, the canal's not a canal anymore. It's just filled up with from drainage and the rain and things like that. But it is such a pretty place and well worth a visit. On our way to try and find the end of the old Quay Canal at Runcorn Old Town. Let's carry on. And just behind me is the enormous Fiddler's Ferry power station, just on the outskirts of Warrington. Dear me, so sad really, because it's actually going to be disappearing fairly soon, over the next 12 months. It's still working at the moment, so this might be one of my last videos where you see Fiddler's Ferry Power Station burning coal. Of course, it's going to be much better for the environment when it's gone, because it does pollute the atmosphere, so that's a good thing in a way. But sad to see that it's going to go from the Warrington landscape. And I'm on the old Quay Bridge. This is a bridge actually which goes across to Wigg Island at Runcorn Old Town. I've come here because this is actually, as far as you can see, for our old Quay Canal, our Runcorn to Latchford Canal, which is starts, and actually just over there you can see some gates which come in. It's very difficult to see from here, but it's the best view you can get. The gates which actually came in to the old Quay Canal, where old Mersey flats had come in through the locks into the canal, and then on the way down the old Quay Canal as it used to be, through towards Manchester. Amazing! So I've come back to the feeder, back on the Latchford side, near Westy Point. This part of the feeder is actually still in water. You can see the brickworks again. I've come back to the feeder to summarise on my adventure today. Blinking heck, it's been a long way. So the water started in the upper reach of the Mersey, and it came across the aqueduct at Paddington Bank there, Westy Point, across there, along here, all the way to Manor Lock, where we saw the old Manor Lock, which is sadly nothing there now, not very much of it there. And then we carried on to Black Bear Bridge and underneath, and carried on through all the way to Stockton Heath and 20 Steps Lock. We then carried on to Chester Road to see where it, as it meandered through the bracken and everywhere. Not very much of it left now. And then we carried on all the way to Wigg Island to see a little bit more of the old Quay Canal. We then carried along to Runcorn to see the beginning of the old Quay Canal. Jeepers creepers, what a journey. All the things we found on the way, the old Billy the horse, remember him? The oldest horse in the world, absolutely amazing. And also the change of the whole navigation to become the Manchester Ship Canal. You can't believe that this little trickle of water, well it used to be more than a trickle, now has become the Manchester Ship Canal. Amazing! Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little talk today, and whatever you're doing, hope you have a fabulous time, and see you again very soon! Bye!